Hey guys, Solomon here, and welcome back to Let's Play Costume Quest. Last time, we managed to barely escape from Dorsilla after she had captured us. Unfortunately, she still has Ren. Not only that, but she's taken away our costumes. So we need to find a way to fix that. So let's go ahead and just start beating up our surroundings, see what we can find. Leave no evidence that this is where we've landed. Beat up a few more trash cans. Let's see. Could you beat up these pumpkins over here? No, you cannot. Alright, so let's walk around here. Did I? I think I already hit that, yeah. Let's go over here. Oh, look at this! Here's two more of those repugnant soldiers. A sergeant and a soldier. Yeah, why do you do that? Oh, is that so? Wow, that's pretty deep, and then it wasn't. Well, that could have been nice. But it looks like they might have our costumes in that coffin there. But we can't fight them without costumes. Ah, conundrum. A catch-22, if you will. So in order to get our costumes back, we're gonna have to find a new costume. Well, we can't do anything yet. We can talk to them, though. Alright, well, it looks like we have some time before they burn our costumes, thankfully. Because they're just too hungry to do anything. Hello, who are you here? Ah, another hide-and-seek kid. Alright, so same deal as before. There's 6 kids in this area. Find them all, and you will get a prize. Same deal as here as well. Beat up the pumpkins, get candy. Also, I can't help but notice they have a burning man here. What kind of weird place are we in? I mean, as Lucy said earlier, this is some sort of rural setting. Rural? I don't know why. Rural is one of those words I just can never say correctly. Is it rural or is it something else? I know it's something slightly different, but my tongue just isn't making the right curl at the moment. Alright, so here's another hide-and-seek kid. Wow, we're finding them pretty fast already. Oh, there's a phone box already. So save our progress then. Oh, look, it's the Carnival! $5. Well, we don't have a costume. Yeah, so how much is it to get in otherwise? Ah, so it's a requirement to have a costume to get in? I guess so, since we don't have $1 million. Well, we're gonna have to find another way into the Carnival, it looks like. Also, how nice of it that Reynolds' head clips into the little countertop there. Oh well. Alright, well, the only way we can go now is this way, down the old stone pathway. Toward what looks to be a town in the distance. That's interesting. Hello, kid. I am not a bra, but it looks like you need creepy treat cards. Alright, well, we'll let you know if we find an extra of whatever card that was. I wasn't paying attention. How are you doing? Ooh, a scary mummy. I'm gonna admit, I'm not at the top of my game right now. It's like midnight, so maybe this isn't the best time to be recording, but oh well. So there's kid number 3 in this area. A few more pumpkins to beat up here. I think the only thing I'm really missing right now is my robot costume. Oh, to be able to skate around again. So before we head into town, let's also take a quick detour over this way, because here we'll find another chest. Inside we have 100 pieces of candy. And yes, I'm aware, I did catch in editing that I didn't waste that 100 pieces of candy from last time. That was just me not paying attention to how many pieces of candy I actually had at the time. I'm actually not sure if the upper limit for the candy bags actually changes with each upgrade. I think it's just an attack upgrade. I don't even know if there's even a maximum. Maybe it just fills up after a certain amount, the icon, but then it just, I don't know. So, who are you, sir? Ooh, I'd love some fries. Yeah, we do need costumes, though. A French fry costume? Why? Well, I guess it is for, like, advertisements and such. Okay, so he'll let us keep the costume if we bring him some customers. And tickets for the carnival, too. Alright. So now we have the French fries costume. And if we hold down B, we produce a nice, alluring smell. Well, let's not worry about that. Let's instead walk around town a bit. And just pick up a few goodies while we're around here. Now, I could go ahead and start trick-or-treating at these houses here, but that's probably a bad idea. At least as long as our friends here are, you know, costumeless. Probably wouldn't go over well. Probably be the same thing. Like, they'd probably just turn you away for not having a costume on, I guess. Oh, so that's a naturally grown costume. That's pretty interesting, actually. Alright, well, this person's hungry, so let's lure her in. Look at those hypno eyes. Just lure over here, and... Yep. I wouldn't eat that many french fries, ma'am. I'd stop when you're full. Because that's awful. Don't eat more food than you can handle, kids. Alright, so that's one kid. We need to find 2 more. And yes, it's pretty obvious what kids you need to lure in, because they will have the little hungry meter over their head there. There's another 20 pieces of candy. How are you, sir? $600 for a costume? That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, sorry, sir. Well, look no further, because the french fries are over this way. Oh, hey, there's Sadie. Sorry, Sadie, we're too busy helping a guy with a debt we owe. No, he's not Mafia. Why do you ask? Yes, I smell like french fries. Why do you ask? Alright, so that's the second customer. Now all we need to do is lure a third customer. But first, let's just backtrack all the way to where Sadie is. Okay, well there's the third customer down there. And just kind of keep going around for a little bit of cleanup here. Beat up that... Oh, nope, didn't hit all the balloons, it seems. There's one of the hide-and-seek kids down there. You may have seen her hiding behind that tree there. So, how'd you get here, Sadie? Yeah, like, yeah, we're out in the country. How'd you get out here? Wait, he just dropped you off out here? That would be so sweet if it wasn't obvious that you're taking advantage of how... Oh, what's the word I'm thinking of here? Nice pun there. So, we'll just go ahead and pick up this stamp while we're here. I don't know, my mind blanked there. Like, what do you call it when, like, a shopkeeper or someone only befriends you because you're just their best customer or whatnot? Is that just, like... Not just even for the sake of friendship, just more like, oh, hey, these guys are some of my best customers. Maybe I should really befriend them and make it to, like, their whole motive is just to make a bigger profit. Like, there's a particular term for that. It's just... It's not taking advantage of someone, it's... There's a particular term for it. I don't know, I think future me will have it on screen, because I just can't think of it right now. It's past midnight, I can't be bothered. Alright, so that's the third customer. We lured her over here, and now Chip... Oh, Fishes and Chip. Wait. Fishes and Chip... I don't know why my brain just blanked on that thing as well. Why am I recording right now? So yeah, we lured over 3 customers. He's gonna let us keep the French fry costume, and now we have tickets to the Fall Valley Carnival. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do with those tickets unless everyone is wearing a costume. So, let's see if there isn't something we can do now with this French fry costume. I mean, at the very least, we might be able to fend them off, right? Bash a few skulls, get some revenge. It might work. Then again, if I recall, they were actually hungry, weren't they? Maybe we can use this new French fry costume to our advantage. Quick, we better run out of here. To the barn! Trap him inside. Why he can't just fly out the other door, I don't understand, but okay. So just lure this one in, and... There we go. Both of them are trapped, and our costumes are safe and sound. Alright. So now that we got costumes and tickets, we should be able to get into the carnival now. But first, let me just reorganize my setup here. This is the wrong place to work out my setup, sorry. So, I'm gonna actually leave Reynold in the French fry costume for a bit, because I do want to show that off in the next battle. We'll go ahead and switch Everett to the robot costume, and switch Lucy back to the unicorn. Alright. So, before we go to the carnival, let's head back to town, because there was a lot of houses there that we could trick-or-treat at. And the trick-or-treating is going to go by pretty quickly for the most part, because all the houses are right next to one another. I'll say this much about our last area here, Fall Valley. This area is going to go by pretty quickly. Like, it's not a very huge area. There's not even a lot of battles, I don't think. There might be less than the first area, even. Well, in any case, let's go ahead and get started. Howdy, sir. Oh, I guess I kind of spoiled it a bit early. This is Fall Valley. This is, I guess, where you first hear of it, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they did say it already, and I've just been not paying attention. Oh, no, but we got a crest whaler. So, this is the French fry costume, which looks like a giant French fry spider crab. That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, so here we have two new enemies. We have... Uh-oh. Lucy, why do you not have a battle stamp on? Oh, that is not good at all. Okay, I guess this is actually going to be a little bit of an interesting battle, then. Actually, no, it shouldn't matter much anyway. Never mind. So, what it is we have two new enemies here. The Crest Whaler Spearmaster and the Crest Whaler Monk. As you can imagine, this is one of the physical attackers, and this is your healer. So, if you have to stun any of these characters, probably a good idea to stun the healer first. So, let's go ahead and target the Crest Whaler Spearmaster, because why not? So, we're going to stun the Monk. And we'll focus our attack on the Spearmaster, since we can't stun them. So you might have also noticed that the Spider Crab French fry monster has a different attack style from the other costumes we've seen so far. Instead of just pressing a button in time with something, or just rotating the circle pad constantly, instead, we are tapping a certain button multiple times. And it is a bit random which one it is. It's not going to be fixed. We could probably... No, let's go ahead and stun the Monk again, just to make sure that the Monk doesn't interfere. And then we should be able to finish off the Spearmaster, and we did. Good. Now I can show off the French fry monster's special move, Salt Assault, which stuns all enemies in the battle. So, it's actually not a bad move, but the French fry monster really isn't that good in the long run. So, honestly... Oh, okay, I mixed up that command, but... Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the French fry monster, because while the all-stun move works pretty decently, it's not that useful because you have to wait until the third turn to be able to use it, and by that point well, with the battle stamps, I'll have already stunned everyone and gotten everyone under control in that sense. So there's not really a point to using the French fry monster and his special when there's that, you know? So let's go ahead and finish off the Trowbog here. And yes, I've been practicing how to say Trowbog since last time, so I'm going to make that mistake a lot less this time around. Whether or not I'll mispronounce any other words, that's a completely different story. So now that I've shown off the French fry costume, I'm just going to switch back to the ninja costume. I'm going to go into my battle stamps here, and I'm going to fix Sadie, because she... No, that's not Sadie. And make sure she has her toilet paper. And let's keep going down the line. Another grown-up, alright. Alright, another crest whaler. Okay, so we have the other two new enemies in this area here. The Crest Whaler Mystic and the Crest Whaler Assassin. If there's anything special about these enemies that is different from the previous makes of these very same enemies, such as the Magi, and the, I don't know, the Bruisers, I guess, I wouldn't know it. I just wouldn't know what that difference is. Because apparently this game has very little variety in the enemies from area to area. Or if there is any, I would never have noticed because I've always used this stun method to get around pretty much everything. I don't know. I will say this much. This is one of the things I wish the battles had a bit more of, and that's variety. Because even though we're facing new enemies, they don't have any significant difference from enemies we've faced before. Like, the AIs are more or less the exact same, and really, even if you consider the fact that they're more powerful, it's only really because of their level, isn't it? So, like, what is the point of having different enemies if they're just not any different? I don't know, I feel like this is one of the weak points of the game. Just, there isn't enough variety in the battles, and yeah. So let's just go ahead and finish them off with a Missile Barrage. This should do more than enough damage to both of them. Or maybe not enough to the Monk, but a basic attack should weaken it enough for the fire to knock it out. Alright, so this pretty much means I'm going to be cutting out the rest of the battles, at least in this block, because there's not going to be any new stamps for a little bit. We're still a little ways away from our next costume. So yeah, I guess I'll just be cutting out battles from now on. Those aren't big. Well, they're big, yeah, but they're not kids. Actually, we've been through this before. How many centuries old are they? Or are they even centuries old? I don't know. And you know, it has actually occurred to me, my game-winning strategy could be even more broken if I wanted to. Like, imagine if I equipped Reynold with that extra egg stamp I have ever since Everett got the rotten egg. I mean, just think about it for a moment. It basically means I could open the battle by stunning all of the enemies. And since egg and rotten egg both do damage, I could just slowly whittle down the health of the enemies. And they just couldn't do a thing. That is how broken stun is. Why are there no enemies in this game that are immune to it? Also, interesting thing, because the adults here are auto-generated when you, like, play the game, like, it's always a random costume and whatnot, I think there's actually a chance a man could spawn in this house and say his husband, like, didn't expect kids, and that's just kind of interesting how it's just, I don't know if it was meant to be that way or not, but kudos to Double Fine for having, you know, a chance. And you might want to check your eyes, sir. We're clearly none of those things. And just like that, we're done with this town. So, oh, actually, I should go back to Sadie. She should have some new stamps for us now. I don't know if I can afford all of the stamps she has. I should be able to, actually. At least one of them. Hopefully the one I'm looking for, because if she has it... Yes, she has. The 2-ply toilet paper. So, if you thought stun was broken before, this is even more broken. So, imagine the same thing as toilet paper, except now you can actually attack the enemy and it won't get rid of the stun. My ultimate game-winning strategy has just become ridiculously broken. Like, there's just getting no around it. Because now I can stun enemies and attack them freely. I don't even have to worry about applying stun every turn, especially when it comes down to a single enemy. Because it is just broken. It is so broken. Why would stun be this good in this game? I'm sorry, I know this is a good thing and I should celebrate it a bit, but why is it so good? There shouldn't... there really needs to be more enemy variety, or at least enemies that are resistant to stun. This is just... I don't know why I'm just suddenly getting really angry with the battle mechanics. Alright, well, because we brought tickets for the carnival, we get a vampire costume pattern. What's more, we can now enter the carnival, and who's that up ahead? He looks somewhat familiar.